From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now all the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
I'm Nina Criscolo in for Kylie Conway with News 8's Daily 8. The coldest day of the week is surely not an April Fool's joke, as we will kick off the month of April on a brisk note. Breezy winds will not help make it feel any better, but at least we will have some sunshine around. Highs will struggle to get into the upper 30s. Some locations to the south may hit the low 40s. Friday, we will wake up to a very cold morning, but we will work in warmer air by the afternoon. Highs will manage to get into the upper 40s to low 50s. This below normal temperature spell will be short-lived as a warming trend will move in for the weekend. A beautiful stretch of weather is expected throughout Easter weekend and into the first half of next week. Rain chances look to return by next Wednesday before we dry out, with above average temperatures sticking around for next Thursday.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
Happening today, Indianapolis Motor Speedway turns into a mass month-long COVID-19 vaccination clinic. Health workers will give shots in 3 sets of days throughout the month from 9 to 7 each day. We've been checking this morning, and the next available appointment is Saturday, the 24th. The shots are all the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Healthcare workers expect to give out 6,000 shots a day with a goal of vaccinating 96,000 people by the end of the month. Now, Johnson & Johnson found a quality problem at a plant where its COVID-19 vaccine is made and now has to throw out millions of doses. The problem? Workers at Emergent Biosolutions accidentally mixed up some of the ingredients, which ruined as many as 15 million potential doses. This also delayed the U.S. Food and Drug Administration authorization of the plant. That same plant is also making the AstraZeneca vaccine, which has yet to be authorized here in the U.S. Johnson & Johnson quickly responded to the problem and said that the quality control process found one batch of the drug that did not meet quality standards. They then said that specific batch was part of a test run and quality check. Now the pharmaceutical company says none of the lost doses impact the 20 million shots pledged to the government by the end of March, and everything is still on track. That's because those doses came from a vaccine plant in the Netherlands. The Biden administration was quick to say this won't affect the president's goal of making vaccines available to all Americans in May. The White House says Johnson & Johnson told them to still expect 24 million doses next month. Governor Holcomb is standing firm on his decision to ease restrictions next week. The state's positivity rate and hospitalizations have gone up. The positivity rate went from 3.3% to 3.9%. Right now, there are 657 people in the hospital with COVID-19. That's almost 40 more than 2 weeks ago. Holcomb says the state's ability to take care of sick people remains strong.
This is not mission accomplished. Yes, there's some personal responsibility that will be demanded if we want to continue to manage our way through this. But manage our way through this, we are doing.
The state dropped the proof of residency requirement to get the vaccine. The state's health commissioner says doing that opens the vaccine to people who cannot prove their address and college students. The local mask mandate in Fishers will end Tuesday, the same date as the state rule is expiring. The Fishers Health Department says 10 public health orders will end, including the restrictions on social gatherings and capacities for restaurants and other businesses. The health department is still strongly advising people to wear face coverings and make appointments for the COVID-19 vaccine. The search for the woman who police say prompted an Amber Alert in Lawrence is still going on. Police are wanting to talk with Brandy Benning. They call her a person of interest in the theft of a vehicle with a 10-year-old boy inside. Security video from a gas station on Pendleton Pike shows a woman walk up to the SUV, get inside, and then take off. An Indiana State Police trooper found the child 10 minutes after the Amber Alert was issued.
I just opened the car door and there was a sleeping little boy in the back seat.
The trooper spotted the stolen SUV on the south side of Indianapolis. Police say it was left with its windshield wipers on. Emotions run high in a Minnesota courtroom as the jury hearing Derek Chauvin's case is exposed to new video of police arresting George Floyd. Camila Bernal reports another witness to Floyd's death is feeling guilt.
Court coming to a halt Wednesday. 61-year-old Charles McMillan breaking down watching video of George Floyd, begging for his mother and his life as Minneapolis police officers kneel on him.
I don't have a mama either. I understand him.
Relax.
For the first time in the trial, we're hearing Chauvin's voice in never-before-seen police body cam video that caught Chauvin defending the way police handled Floyd in an exchange with McMillan.
We gotta control this guy because he's a sizable guy.
Yeah, and I thought he didn't get in the car.
Looks like he's probably on something.
McMillan telling the court he interacted with Chauvin days before the incident with Floyd and offered up some punishing comments.
I think I said to him 5 days ago, I told you at the end of the day, go home to your family to say, let the next person go home to their family to say, but the dad got to look at you as a maggot.
New surveillance video showing George Floyd in the store where he allegedly passed a counterfeit $20 bill. The cashier working at the time said during testimony he now feels guilty about calling the police.
If I would have just not taken the bill, this could have been avoided.
In Minneapolis, I'm Camila Bernal.
Wish TV has won a court ruling in our lawsuit with Dish Network. The chief federal judge in Indianapolis rejected Dish's request to have the racial discrimination lawsuit dismissed. The ruling came down yesterday. Our parent company, Circle City Broadcasting, sued Dish last year, claiming it refused to offer fair market compensation for news and programming from Wish TV and MyNDTV 23. Our owner, DeJuan McCoy, one of the nation's leading black TV station owners, said the decision was racially motivated. Chief Judge Tanya Walton Pratt ruled that Circle City Broadcasting has submitted enough in the way of facts to, at minimal, present a circumstantial case for intentional discrimination. A similar lawsuit is pending in the same court against AT&T and DirecTV. President Biden is touting his new infrastructure plan as a once-in-a-generation opportunity. The $2.3 trillion package ranges from roads and rails to green energy and broadband. He has dubbed it the American Job Plan. A corporate tax increase would pay for it. Biden says the plan will put millions of people to work.
We all will do better when we all do well. It's time to build our economy from the bottom up and from the middle out, not the top down. This time, when we rebuild the middle class, we're going to bring everybody along. Regardless of your background, your color, your religion, no matter, everybody gets to come along.
The president says he will reveal a part 2 to his strategy in the weeks ahead. He calls it the American Families Plan, with a focus on early education and health care. Indiana Senator Mike Braun is signaling early concerns. He writes, this package must be targeted toward roads and bridges and not used as a vehicle for irrelevant liberal policies that raises taxes on America's job creators and their families. He also says the president should work with Republicans on infrastructure issues. Well, a very special reunion at Indianapolis International Airport. A puppy known as Lady arrived all the way from the country of Georgia. She was adopted by a Marine named Brandon Carroll. Carroll and his fellow Marines rescued Lady and 5 other puppies found freezing cold during the winter on a road outside their base. Brandon says he quickly developed a special bond with Lady.
Whenever we took him in, started caring for him, we kind of realized like how sweet they all were. And Lady, in my opinion, was the sweetest one. I fell just instantly in love with her, and she stole my heart.
As you can imagine, bringing a dog to the U.S. from a foreign country is not an easy process. The animal welfare organization SPCA International helped arrange transportation to reunite Lady and Carol. To business news, a new report says we should be putting more money into retirement. PwC says 1 in 4 Americans have no retirement savings, and those who are saving aren't putting enough away to cover costs in retirement. The report found that the median retirement account balance for 55 to 64-year-olds is $120,000. When divided over 15 years, that would generate a modest distribution of less than $1,000 a month, and even less for those who outlive their life expectancies. The lack of retirement preparedness is leading to a path of a looming crisis. Experts say as Social Security is projected to be depleted by 2034, and there's a huge demographic that aren't likely to meet their savings goal. Well, Amazon wants workers to trickle back into their corporate offices over the summer. The timeline for returning to different offices will vary by infection and vaccination rates, according to a company memo. Amazon has about 800,000 employees in the U.S. Kroger says it will grow through a number of strategies, including fresh food sales increases, accelerating digital, which the company says is now a growth engine, and wider competitive moats, such as continued innovation in its private label, Our Brands. COVID-19 drove a surge in online grocery, with competitor Albertsons announcing that it has partnered with Google on a number of digital initiatives. Well, Delta Airlines, the last remaining U.S. airline to keep middle seats unbooked, has lifted that prohibition as of May 1st. It is another sign of a rebound in demand for air travel and greater willingness of people to resume pre-pandemic activities. The CEO says as vaccinations become more widespread, consumer demand and behaviors show us that confidence in travel is on the rise and customers are ready to reclaim their lives. To sports, time to play ball. It is opening day for Major League Baseball and their fans. Fans are allowed inside this year, but capacity varies by ballpark. If you are heading to a Cincinnati Reds game, capacity is at 30%. The Chicago Cubs will have 25% capacity at Wrigley Field. The Chicago White Sox are allowing 22% capacity. The Texas Rangers are the only team opening with 100% capacity. Hinkle Fieldhouse hosts a Throwdown Showdown tonight, a slam dunk contest featuring college players. Top shooters will also compete in men's and women's three-point contests. Organizers say 24 athletes will be a part of it, including IUPUI's Elijah Goss in the dunk contest. It's a televised event, but fans are not allowed inside to watch. The big news from the Indy 11 is no news. The team is holding off on a planned announcement for a new stadium project. Initial plans were to release a location for the site by the end of March. Instead, the team tweeted the delay yesterday to finalize the site and other critical pieces of the project. The team has been trying to work toward a permanent home for several years, but needs to navigate legislative and funding hurdles. This season, 11 play all their home games at Carroll Stadium at IUPUI. And the investigation into the crash that injured Tiger Woods is complete, but investigators are not releasing details just yet. The Los Angeles County Sheriff cites privacy issues. Woods crashed his SUV in February. The Gulf great suffered serious injuries and needed multiple surgeries. Officials looked at the vehicle's black box but did not say what they found. The sheriff called the crash purely an accident, saying there was no evidence of impairment. Woods is currently recovering in Florida. Well, that's it for today. Once again, I'm Nina Criscolo in for Kylie Conway with News 8's Daily 8.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.